Hello my friends out there in YouTube land. Got an unboxing video for you today. This is going to be an unboxing on the project that I'm making for somebody. My brother from another mother. And finally just came in today. So now I can get started on it. I'm going to do an unboxing video on it so you can see what it is and we can talk about what I'm going to do to it. Stiletto come at you from the Wild Wild West. Here we go. This is my knife from my brother from another mother. Super sharp. All right. Here it is. As you can see, it's a Lawman. Lawman that's had some heavy use. Blade needs working. The edge is not good. A lot of rolled parts of the edge. No chips though, just rolled parts from usage. The coating's wearing off, but it's not all the way off. I think this is going to be an excellent candidate. Let's take it apart. See what it looks like on the inside. It's the first thing I always like to do with my project knives. So I can see what I'm working with. Again, this is a cold steel large Lawman. My brother from another mother said he wanted one of these. And so I thought I'd hook him up with one. Now these screws that hold in the clip are a different length than the other screws. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see that. This person had them backward, didn't have them right. Whoever had this knife before, the screws are mixed up. Because the short ones go on the other side without the clip, and the long ones go on the side with the clip. Okay, screws look all right. Now what I do is I take some wet sandpaper to the inside of this and sand this out with like about 1500, 2500 grit, whatever I have, and that's what I'll sand. And I'll do a little bit on the outside too. This one doesn't really need it though because it's been pocket worn. I'm gonna do it anyway just to clean it up and give it a nice, clean, fresh look. Take out any little hairline scratches that are in it that don't need to be in it from pocket use. So it'll be a nice fresh knife. Torsion spring looks all stock. It doesn't look like people were tweaking on it. Aluminum backspacer. I'll be polishing the outside parts of this backspacer. From here all the way back and on the inside right here. Got the right washers. Teflon washer goes against the blade. The bronze phosphorus washer goes against the Teflon washer and the scales or the handles. This will get it polished on the outside. Looks pretty good. And then polish on the inside, and just a removal of the finish on the inside. I won't be polishing or sanding anything on the inside, just removing the finish. Because I don't want to adjust any of the fitments. But this one was really dirty. I've seen a lot of use probably. And I polish the inside of this just like the other one with wet sandpaper. This is 1000 grit sandpaper, wet sanding paper. First, I want to clean parts. So you can see what they really look like. I always talk about how I modify and tune up my knives. This is how I do it. The ones I want to carry. The ones I collect, I don't do all this to. I just leave them stock. But the ones I want to carry out, this is the way I always do them. Because I want them to work as smoothly as possible. I know those are a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't have to do that with a knife from the factory, but I do it with all my knives. Even the Benchmates I had. When I used to carry Benchmates. This just gets all the surfaces flat. And deburrs any burrs that might be in it. I'm going to take a piece of 1500. That looks pretty good. Do this one. 1000 grit first to deburr it, and 1500 to polish it. I prefer to have some new sandpaper. I don't have any new sandpaper right now, so I just have to use my old sandpaper. It'll work. This is not a very intense job. I'm just deburring basically and making things nice and flat and smooth. And then I like to do these parts in here. Sandal scale's got some scars right here. I'm trying to get those out. Have to go at those with a little bit more aggressive sandpaper. Got some scars in here too. This was not perfect. That'll be good. Udo likes to use his knives anyway, so it's gonna be a user knife, I'm sure. This is 320, so I'm just trying to get these scars out of it. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably about as far as I'm gonna be able to get them out. That one looks pretty good. Yeah, all right. I think I got it. Now I'll just polish it up. Wipe it all down again. I think I got those little nicks out. A little bit more right there, huh? That's pretty good. It's gonna have a little bit of a nick there, but it's gonna be all right. Yeah. Okay, now we hit it with the 1000 grit. Go back to polishing it up again. I like doing this on the edges because it brings out the G10, the grain in the G10. I think it looks nice like that. So it almost looks like a wood grain. Nice and smooth. Hit the outside of the scales just a little bit with the 1500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all you have to do it. You're not allowed to go in and out of your pocket easy. Cleans it up too. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do it for that side. Yeah, just one more hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. But now I'm going to give you a taste on how I script the blade. Use my counterpoint. And take the blade paint off. Like so. Just scrapes it off. I'm not going to do the whole blade. I'm just giving you an idea of how I do it, so that you can see how I do it. You also have to take off the blade thumb stud. This other side, lots of times will try to turn on you, so let's see what we got here. Ah, this one cooperating with me. Lots of times they don't. See how it scrapes off really easily? Just to let you see that. It's how easy it's coming off. Not really a whole lot to it. And when you use a knife to scrape it off, make sure your knife is sharp and don't apply too much pressure. You don't need to apply a whole lot of pressure. because it pretty much comes off by itself. Just gotta let the blade do its thing. Let's see how that's coming off. You don't need a bunch of abrasives or fancy chemicals or anything like that. A knife will just work just fine. Just gotta take your time. I'm gonna pause the video now because this takes a little bit of time. It's a little bit time consuming, and we'll come back to it. I'll show you the finished product.